Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is a movie review for Top Gun Maverick. Guys, I just went out and saw it, and I still have that, that tingling feeling inside from it. It's a great ride. Go see this in the theater. Yeah, because guys, the flight sequences in this are mind-blowing. They are so awesome that, hey, if you like what you saw in the trailers, I said this in my initial reaction, then ramp that up times 10. Okay, let's take a look at the cast and go through this, guys, for Top Gun Maverick. After more than 30 years of service as one of the Navy's top aviators, Pete Mitchell is where he belongs, pushing the envelope as a courageous test pilot and dodging the advancement in rank that would ground him. Okay, so and they do a really good job of establishing his character right off the bat with this fantastic opening scene of him test driving this new plane, or this new, and it's just kind of like, that's Maverick. Tom Cruise is back, and that's what you're going to feel right from the beginning. They've got like this nostalgia factor that even if you haven't seen or can't fully remember Top Gun 1, they go over some of the story points. They remind you who Maverick is, and that was cool. Miles Teller was fantastic in this. He did a good job of playing Rooster, who was the son of Goose. Remember, Tom Cruise was flying with Goose in the first one, and then Goose died. They address that, and they talk about that, and you would think that would be like the major backbone of the story. That does come to an arc and a peak, but it's so well done and so well crafted by both of those guys, Miles Teller and Tom Cruise. It was a fantastic casting. Val Kilmer is back, and we actually get to see him more than I thought we would. I thought he would just show up, perhaps just standing there, but we do have a good scene between him and Tom Cruise. That's not a spoiler. Jennifer Connelly, this is the love interest in there, and that was okay for me. That was okay. But the rest of the flight crew there, Bashir Salahuddin is like his go-to man on the tarmac and such. Jon Hamm was okay. He served the story well. But Monica Barbaro was good as Phoenix. She was good. The only other person that really jumped out was Glen Powell as Hangman. And he got... he got a cool story in there too. He was sort of like the Iceman of this one. He was like pushing the buttons of the rest of the people there. And everybody got a moment to shine in this movie. And that was cool for Top Gun Maverick. I felt like it was really well done. Those are my initial thoughts. Those are my impressions without going into any kind of spoilers, guys. I don't want to get into too much spoilers. So let's go over to the tomato meter and see if I agree with some of the scores. 97% by 238 reviews as of now, as of Thursday night. And it's going to project to make about $180 million this weekend, guys. And I say yes, Top Gun Maverick should make that much money. It's just so awesome. And it has a really good climax, too. So 99% by the audience, by 100 plus verified ratings. Let's take a look at some of the snapshot reviews, just to see if we agree with what people are saying. Maverick satisfies by delivering exactly what it promises. Yeah, I would say the flight scenes are the major draw, I suppose, and the aerial encounters are dazzlingly choreographed, and they definitely are, especially the final sequences, guys. Ooh. Even if the planes are so loud you can't hear the pilot's dialogue. That said, you don't watch a film like this for the script. No, don't say anything like that, because the script was actually not that bad. It was so... Yeah, if you saw it in an IMAX, I'm guessing that could have... The sound design for the planes, it was fantastic. See if we can find a bad review, just so we can, see somewhat of a measured response to see if I can agree with some of the criticisms. So far, it's been all good. I don't see a little green marker here for rotten. Maybe we're not going to get one here that's rotten. Oh, there we go. There's one. This was a militaristic epic so disassociated from actual life that it somehow becomes even more fanciful than the average animated family film. Well, I can't agree with that. Epic that is so disassociated from actual life. How would you know that? Yeah, that doesn't... So if that's the only criticism, well, I I can't agree with that, but for the most part, guys, Top Gun Maverick, people are liking it. And I cannot disagree with the scores that have come out for Top Gun Maverick being in the high 90s, because when I think about it, it's one of those movies that you just want to watch again. And it's just so well paced, well acted, well directed, well shot. The cinematography is great. The soundtrack is great, because they do some throwbacks to the old themes that we recognize. This is a really cool movie, guys. I give it a 9 out of 10. Top Gun Maverick. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Go see it in the theater. Go see it in the theater. You won't be let down. Trust me. All right. Let's talk about some spoilers here. Why did I give it a 9 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10? There's some parts about the story that I feel, I don't know if it's going to stand well upon a second viewing. And that gives me pause. I'm not going to dock it for cinematography. I'm not going to dock it for the score. Watchability factor, I'd say at least one. You're going to watch it more than once, so it's got lots of watchability factors. Acting was great. Story and directing, I would say, maybe. I would dock for points. Directing, maybe not even directing. Story, definitely, though. There's as cool as that big action scene is at the end, with them flying in to do their mission. There was a few notes that, since we're talking spoilers here, that when Maverick comes in to save Rooster, you thought that was going to be, okay, so they're actually going to do something bold here and kill Maverick, which would have been something talked about for a long, long time, but they didn't. And you could, it was so choreographed, telegraphed, that you knew that when you saw his plane go down, you know he's not dead. And then once everything wrapped up at the end, they were safe. They landed on the boat. I know that they wanted to tie up storylines, but it felt like it went on just a bit too long in the denouement. That's the only thing that I'm really docking it for. But other than that, guys, it was stellar. It was fantastic. And I do want to watch it again. And as I said, 9 out of 10. I really can't think of that much more that I would complain about. I can't. Yeah, it was a little bit cheesy that they just happened to find an open plane at the end that they could get in and fly, and it was a rust bucket or whatever they were talking about. That was a little bit farce, but you know what? You don't care about that. You just want to watch them get away, and they do. So yeah, I for me that stuff went. I don't care about that. I just want to watch this movie again, and that's how I feel. Tom Cruise is back. He's gonna knock this one out of the park, guys. I hope this one gets a lot of technical awards next year at the Academies, at least for visual effects. I know that they did a lot of real life flying for this, like 6,000 hours of flight footage. He flew these planes. If there was visual effects, maybe like with the missiles and stuff actually going after them, that stuff was so married well with the real stuff that, man, such a spectacle to watch. It made me feel happy. It made me feel like those tingling sensations. Go watch Top Gun, guys. You won't regret it. That's my thoughts on it. And I fully think it's going to make that 180 million this weekend. And leave some comments below, and I'll address them because it was a really cool movie, a really cool experience, and I fully recommend it. All right. You're watching Mirror Domains, your place for entertainment headlines. If you don't know, we do a movie news show daily, 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, where we talk about all the big movie news headlines. If you're a movie fan, we do movie reviews, trailer reactions, full series reviews and reactions, like for Stranger Things Season 4, Obi-Wan, that's going to start. We just wrapped up Survivor, Season 42. You're going to find something that you like here on this channel on Mirror Domains.